think it's time we grow up and be honest with ourselves. Helga is just as crazy as Curly. If not, a tier below. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Cartoon Alex. I'm a webtoonist, artist, character. I draw art. This is my art in the background, but today we're going to be talking about Helga G Pataki because we need to talk about Helga. Come on now. I understand that Curly has been marketed as like the crazy character of the bunch, like, oh, watch out for Curly, and rightfully so. But the thing is, Curly has these moments of craziness, few and far in between. Like, they just don't happen that often. Meanwhile, Helga, it's like every other episode, she's trying to take somebody out. She's trying to obsess over Arnold. And come on, like, we're gonna act like Helga's not on the same level as Curly. In fact, she might be a little worse than Curly. I'm just saying. Like, yes, Curly freed the animals from the zoo. I understand that's a little crazy, but how many kids wouldn't free the animals from the zoo if they had the chance? All of them. They all would. I promise you. Go find a kid. Okay, don't just like find a random kid, but like go to one of your little cousins and be like, hey, if you had the opportunity to free animals from the zoo, would you? They're gonna be like, yeah, of course, because they're kids. This is not an endorsement for y'all to go set animals free at the zoo. Please do not misconstrue what I'm saying. But Helga's moments of insanity, they go too far. Helga was about to kill a parrot. Helga was about to kill a parrot, y'all. What the heck? No, Helga is very violent. She's very aggressive. She flies off at the mouth half the time. But we still love Helga, right guys? Yeah, but we have to be honest with ourselves and see things for what it is. Helga is just as crazy as Curly. If not, maybe a little more. I know in the intro I said she might be a tier beneath Curly, but no, she's just as crazy. She's a little crazier. Let's be honest. How many episodes are there starring Curly doing some crazy stuff? Like 2, maybe 3. Now I understand the whole that debacle at the school when he locked himself into the principal's office because he wasn't the ball monitor. I understand that was a little much. That was a little bit much. But the thing is, those moments with Curly, they're few and far in between. They don't happen that often. Why? Because Curly might not be as crazy as we think. The real loco in the show is Helga G Pataki. Now that's okay. We love the crazies too. We love Helga, and we will stand by Helga. Okay, not when Helga starts beating people up, but you know what I mean. Do you understand how many episodes that Helga has where she's just doing crazy stuff? Why does she have so many episodes of her just sabotaging people and situations? Mainly because she obsesses over Arnold and she doesn't want anybody else to know about her obsession. Okay, listen, if you have a crush on somebody and you're going to go out of your way to make sure that person doesn't know, it's like, what are you doing? What do you even have a crush on the person for? The way Helga goes about keeping this secret is so insane. Like, what are you doing? Did y'all realize that Helga was terrorizing Lila before Arnold even liked Lila? Why? That's just hater energy. That's where we can't support Helga, because you know, what are you doing? You can't just be, Lila's poor. She didn't have any beans to eat because her dad ate the beans, and you're just over here making her smell like fish or whatever that substance was that you dumped on her. Do y'all understand that Helga literally stalks Arnold? I understand she's a kid and kids are gonna do kid weird things, but come on now. Why are you stalking Arnold and he's on a date? That's a little weird, Helga, come on. We still want to claim that Curly is the crazy one. I mean, I understand he's crazy, but Helga's crazier. Helga meets his energy and she goes all the way. You don't realize Helga has an entire shrine of Arnold in her closet. Curly likes Rhonda, but I'm sure he doesn't have a shrine. He probably does, let's be honest. But let's talk about Helga in that Romeo and Juliet episode. Y'all, she went through 3 people. Phoebe, Rhonda, and Lila. She went through all 3. That was just the weirdest thing. She went through all that trouble. She like knocked them off side to side. Get out of my way so I could be Arnold's Juliet. Like, okay, She did all this just so she can kiss Arnold. Why couldn't she just make him a Valentine's Day card like a regular person? She did all of this so she could kiss this man on the lips for like 87 seconds. Helga? Helga? Helga! The crazy part is that's not the only time. Helga, stop. Y'all remember that one costume episode where she impersonated Lila to get close to Arnold? But Curly's the crazy one. Okay. Gerald peeped it. Gerald saw that Helga liked Arnold. But he didn't say anything? That's besides the point. If you've been watching the show for the entire time and you know every episode and all that, we know why Helga acts this way. It's the unibrow. Oh yeah, and it's her home life, yeah, that too. When we learn about Helga's home life, we start to build sympathy for her. I mean, at least I hope we do. I know I do. You can only really feel for Helga because she's in a tough spot. Her parents don't really pay her any attention, and when they do, it's kind of meh. It's the classic sibling rivalry trope. Helga is emotionally neglected, you know? They just don't care about her. Miriam is always somewhere being not sober. Bob is always somewhere praising Olga for doing the basic bare minimum thing. And you know, you have Helga just in her own little world, her own little football-headed world. So even though I just make fun of Helga for like, I don't know, 18 minutes straight for her goofy and silly behavior towards Arnold, I'm not really being serious because I understand that she is really going through it. And all I can say is I just feel sorry for her and I just want her to win in life, you know? Even though she does some really heinous things. That poor parrot. I mean, I know she didn't kill the parrot, but it's the fact that she was about to. I'm not going to get over that. Even though Helga is kind of forced to deal with her family, she still shows them a great amount of grace, and she's actually still nice to them. Didn't allow Olga to marry that one creep. She gave her dad a pep talk that one time, and it was always nice to see those moments when they acted like more of a family and acted like they cared about each other. But those episodes where Helga is just kind to her family because they're kind to her, it shows who she truly is. She's a cool kid, she's sweet, she considers others before herself, she's a good kid. Unfortunately, because of the circumstances, we don't see that side of Helga too often. We see in the therapy episode that she was actually pretty cool. But then she started to kind of get bullied in the Urban Tots facility by Harold, of all people, who is supposed to be 13 when everybody else is 9. So if Harold is 13 and everybody else is 9, why is he in the Urban Tots facility? Is he the same age as them or not, people? Come on, Craig Bartlett. Helga develops this tough exterior as a result of the bullying and as a result of her home life. She just kind of turns into who she is now, and you know? That's what really sucks about it, because it's like, Helga, you could have been a good one. She's still doing good and making progress. I do not like how her parents were written in the final movie, the Jungle movie. They could have did better than that. What the heck? It was just that one line that bothered me. Oh, we have to go save Olga. Oh yeah, we gotta save the other one too. What was her name? Oh yeah, Helga. Just undid all of the character development, all of the character arc from like 20 seasons ago or 20 years ago, but in the movie, Helga's character is significantly better. Maybe that's because she was mature, or she matured a little more because she was in the 6th grade now. It was a good way to kind of show character development. I appreciated this Helga, except for this last part when she didn't want to hold Arnold's hand. It's like, Helga, you guys already know you like each other. Why do you do this type of thing? We don't need to carry that bad toxic energy into whatever year this was. Overall, I really love Helga's character development, especially because it's more complex and it kind of feels like she's one of those morally gray characters, even in a children's cartoon, you know? Didn't think that anybody would be that bold to make a character of her caliber, nature. She was Zuko before Zuko. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Do not take that out of context. But honestly, you gotta love Helga. You can root for her. You can also root against her. But at the end of the day, we love Helga. And Helga, I mean, I don't have a message for you because you're not a real person, but Helga is cool. Well, that's gonna wrap up the video, guys. Thank you for watching it, and I'll be back with another one soon. Stay tuned.